Now, what we gonna talk about today, man, is why these boys feel so strongly about women not wanting them. And instead of focusing on why the women don't want them, they'll rather focus on the man that the woman wants. Now, they don't know why the woman want the man for real, because they ain't got an open enough mind to see what women really like. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying you can't get no beautiful woman, but I'm saying even when you get the woman that I got, she ain't going to be the same with you, because your energy ain't the same as mine. So when she come to you, her set of criteria for what she want is gonna be different. See, when she come to you, Mr. Lamo, when she come to you, she want to tell you about the things you need to do to impress her, the things you need to do to get her, to keep her, and to not lose her. See, when she come to me, she want to tell me about all the things she can do to not lose me, to be kept by me, and to please me. Now that's the difference between me and you. Now while you want to talk about Ray Ray, let's talk about you, because ain't nobody said nothing about you, Mr. Lame Brain. I'm going to tell you the real reason that fine women don't want your lame ass. And that's a bunch of them. And I'm trying to narrow it down for you, because I don't want to spend all day in here talking to no lame. NLU in here, homies. If you know a lame, I'm going to lead this thing up. If you know a lame, you make sure you shoot it to him. And you let him know, hey man, you listen to this right here and change the way your outlook is, and maybe you'll have better luck with the very thing that's causing you so much turmoil, grief, and pain. And that is your interaction with fine females. Now, first of all, I'm going to clarify something right now. The difference between me and all those people you be putting up in your videos is I'm educated too. Both formally and self-educated. Now I know I sound like a country thug talking this country grammar, this country dialect, but let me tell you like this. You could tell by my proper use of enunciation, pronunciation, and diction that I am fairly well educated. You can tell that. When you take away the country twang, you can tell that all my T's are pronounced, all my S's are pronounced, and I don't misuse words. Now, so let's talk about that. Let's get the education thing out the way, because the woman don't dislike you because you educated. She dislike you because you lame, because I'm educated. So right now, what we talking about is the educated thug versus the educated lame. And I'm going to tell you right now, my education is a bonus for women. When a woman meet me and she catch my vibe and she just feel that I'm hood and she tell that I'm from a certain environment, when she sit down and have a conversation with me, it blows her mind that I'm so well spoken, that I'm so well read, that I'm so well versed. You understand what I'm saying? That makes her get even wetter for me, even wetter than she already was when she was sitting there rubbing on my abs the way she was. And I let her do that because she was pretty. And she acts nicely. In a revering way. You see what I'm saying? Something you ain't never got from a woman. So when you talk about the woman don't want the man that's educated, oh yes she does. She just don't want the man that's lame. Now let me tell you the difference between the way I view education and the way you view it. You see, for me, my education is just added bonus a woman gets in addition to my alpha energy. Your education is your calling card. The first thing you put on the table like an old educated woman is your education. When you walk up to a woman, you want to start talking about Harvard or Princeton or Georgetown or Georgia Tech or wherever you went. You want to sit and talk about your education. Well, let me tell you something. A woman that just met you don't care about your education. She care about the sense of attraction, the sin of attraction, the animalistic attraction. That's all that woman cares about. And guess what, Mr. Lamo? She don't feel it from you. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you 3 good reasons why she don't feel it from you. You understand? And let me tell you. You look like a lame. You dress like a lame, you walk like a lame. And I'm going to give you some more. You talk like a lame. Women don't want to fuck no lame. They'll marry you, but even when they marry you, guess who they going to get it in with when they tired of having to lay up with your lame brain butt? You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you like it is, homie. This ain't me tearing you down. This is me trying to open your eyes to the ills of your ways, man, to the illogical perspective that you have when it comes to why women want me, but they don't want you. Let me tell you something. All women love smart men. But no woman loves a bookworm except a woman that's a bookworm. And last time I checked, bookworm women ain't that attractive. So don't no man really want no bookworm woman. That's TV stuff. You understand? You see, let me tell you a little something about what you don't know, Mr. Lamo, Mr. Educated Lame. And see, I'm going to tell you, man, this is just perfect timing for me to have this conversation, because they keep trying to compare their education against Ray Ray like Ray Ray ain't educated. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story here, man. That was old boy, man. This probably about this shit, man. Some of y'all probably, man, still in school, man. This probably about 15 years ago, man. This old boy, he went to school at Tennessee State. He come from a 2-parent home. Both of his parents were lawyers, and his daddy was a judge. They were a judge and a lawyer. His mama was a lawyer. They were paid. Lived in a great environment, man. The boy had both his parents in the home. Didn't have to want for nothing. Driving BMWs and Benzes in high school. Come to find out in college, he was the birdie man. But you know what? He was so profound academically that they hit him with a slap on the wrist, because they just could not believe that he was the one doing that. They figured he must have been misled by somebody. Somebody must have misused him, abused his trust, and convinced him to do such an unscrupulous thing. That boy didn't do no time. They caught that boy with some bricks, and he ain't do a day in jail. You know why? Because he was so popular in the community and so beloved, and his parents had so much pull that guess what? He ain't do a day of time. And when I was in 7th grade, I had that same experience, man. That was my first time having that experience in 7th grade, man. You understand? Not only my grades, but I was so smart in 7th grade. Now we talking about a cat, man, that was hanging out, man, already, man, blowing trees in 7th grade. I wasn't really blowing trees, but I tried trees in the 7th grade. So every now and then I'd blow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talking about a cat, man, that was already, carrying iron already. But when I got in the classroom, it was easy for me because I'm blessed intellectually. And so I impressed my teacher so much that my teacher saw me in the hallway. I mean, all over some little chick. Well, she was all over me. Well, we was all over each other. And she was flabbergasted. She could not believe that me, of all people, would be behaving as such. She told me, not that she was going to take me to see the principal, not that I was suspended or nothing. She told me she had better not ever see me do such a thing again. Now go ahead and get out of the hallway and go to class. That's how it works. All women love smart men. A woman sees no greater potential than a man who's smart, a man who's intellectually superior to the majority of his peers. So we ain't tearing you down about your education, brother. It's the fact that you lame as hell, man. You just lame, man. The shit you wear, man, I wouldn't be caught. Nigga, the shit you wear, I wouldn't wear at the court. You understand? That's honestly, man, the thing, man, the way I see these boy dress, man, if somebody put that on me and put me in my coffin, I'd wake up and say, hey, man, before we do this, y'all got to put me on some shit that I'd actually wear in real life. And that's the reality of it. You look soft, homie. You look like a lame. And let me tell you something. I ain't saying you won't fight. I ain't saying you can't fight. Hell, some of these boys be black belts in jiu-jitsu, kung fu, karate, taekwondo, and all other shit you ain't never heard of. They'll fight, but they won't fight for themselves when it comes to dealing with a woman. You see what I'm saying? You can fight men all day. You can defend yourself against men all day, but you won't fight for yourself when it comes to a woman because you turned into somebody else when the pretty woman shows up. All that bravado that you had, and I say bravado because it's false bravado that you had, is gone the very moment the pretty woman comes around you. You can't even see straight. So you'll fight for anything against anybody except fighting for yourself in the presence of a woman. And that's another thing that they don't like about you. You don't have any fight for yourself when it comes, you don't have any fight when it comes to fighting for yourself. You understand? A woman recognizes that by how much shit you willing to take from her. All your life, you've been taking everything that a woman dish out. You ain't never chastised no woman. You ain't never put no woman in her place. Women already can tell you ain't gonna do nothing, no matter what they say to you, because you lead off letting them know you want them so bad. See what I'm saying? You lead off letting the woman know you want her so badly. You can't even see. You can't even breathe. You got to have that woman. Everything about her is everything to you. You can't see the completion of your life without her. And I got a joint I'm gonna put up, man, on Patreon, man. I just finished recording it, man, on my new camera, man. The footage is phenomenal on this camera, man. Then my piece just came in, man. My adapter just came in for my external microphone, man. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The quality of my content is finna start murking everybody in the game. Just, the cinematic quality of it. The quality of the quality of the content is already top notch. But the cinematic presentation of the content is about to, be ramped up even, to even a higher level of entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at this, man. Another thing you have to understand is this, man. You have the same entitlement mindset that I have. The problem is, I interact with women from my soul in a way that's commensurate to that mindset. See what I'm saying? You can tell when a woman talks to me, a woman can tell that I have the mindset that I'm entitled to her by the way I talk to her. I never let her feel like I done found a pot of gold. I make her understand that she is the one who has found the pot of gold. From the very onset, don't matter how beautiful she is, don't matter how nothing. If her and I get to the point where we are conversing, I'm going to converse with her the same way I converse with every other woman that I ever come into contact with. I am the one man that you're going to find who interacts with a dime the same way I interact with a five. It does not matter to me. Her beauty does not warrant her any different treatment from me. Now see, while I do that, when you talking to a woman, your slouched shoulders and wondering eyes when you face to face with her proves that your perceived confidence is more akin to false bravado than an actual I'm the shit mindset. See, my mindset is I'm the shit. You see how that mindset works for me, and so you try it. And it works in every facet of life until you face with a pretty girl. When a pretty girl get in front of you, all that false bravado goes away because a pretty girl has an air of confidence about herself. And female confidence is no match for male confidence unless it's fake male confidence. Unless it's stuffed male confidence, unless it's based on anything except who you are as a man. And you, Mr. Lame, educated lame brother, you don't like who you are. But you feel like the woman should be entitled, that you should be entitled to the woman because you educated. Well, let me tell you, if women prefer Ray Ray and Thuggo without an education, what in the hell you think gonna happen when a woman come across Ray Ray with an education? You can't win in this world with educated Ray Ray. And so you should be fighting for Ray Ray to not be educated. Because, boy, you think you got problems now. Let all the Ray Rays mess around and go get them some form of education to match that real life, that real world street education that they've got. You in trouble. You ain't, man, you would, let me tell you something, boy. If that happens, even sex dolls wouldn't have sex with you. I say again, if all the Ray Rays go get educated, man, even sex dolls would not have sex with you, man. The people at the sex toy store wouldn't even sell you no sex toys. Sex will be off limits for you. The thought of sex will be off limits for you, boy. You hoping and praying for your own downfall by saying that Pook and Ray Ray and blah, 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 and whoop de whoop. And let me tell you something. Good read MCR. I appreciate the $2 super chat, man. And let me hip you to something right here, man, right now. You view her attention as validation of your attractiveness. So you become a lapdog in the event, it doesn't happen often for you, but in the event that you procure the attraction of a bad broad, you become a lapdog because you feel like you've made it. You feel like finally I'm validated for being an attractive man to an attractive woman. While I, on the other hand, achieve and receive that same attention as an attempt by her, of course, to convince me that she could provide me with something no other woman could, as I bask in the well-deserved attention that she's bestowing upon me. You see how different that sounds? See, when I see a beautiful woman, my sense of entitlement is based on the man that I know that I am, and the man that I know she's going to feel that I am when she gets close to me. You see what I'm saying? I know this already. It's been proven throughout my life. And to boot, I don't have the typical beta male. I've been crushed by broad experiences. Now, don't get me wrong. I've learned some hard lessons, but they're hard lessons that I was already prepared for because I had the information. But let me tell you, young brother, something. No matter what I tell you, no matter what nobody tells you, it's still never going to fully prepare you for the event that one of these things takes place in real life, in real time. We can tell you that women aren't this and women aren't that, but until you find yourself in a situation where you are finding out firsthand about the nature of a woman that you thought might be different, you ain't gonna feel what you need to feel. You see, this is how you detach yourself from your feelings, by using your feelings in your life and getting bad results from it. Anytime you use your feelings and let your feelings guide you and you get burned at the stake, then that should be less of an opportunity for you to be caught up in your feelings the next time. And that's what's wrong with Mr. Lamo. That's what's wrong with the educated lame. He wants to find all the excuses in the world why the woman don't like him. Let me tell you something. The woman just don't like you, man. Accept that. Stop trying to shame the woman because she like me. Stop trying to make the woman feel bad because when she sees me, she need to go change her panties. Don't do that to the woman. The woman can't control her body. She can't control who she's attracted to. You let that woman feel the way she needs to feel when she's in the presence of the real. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you like this, man. Your education is not what's holding you back from having better interactions with women. And I'm gonna harp on women with these boys because, to be honestly, that's all that's all the educated lame ever complains about, his interaction with women. He's got an education, he's getting money, he's living well, he's doing his thing in all other areas. And some of them even go to the gym and work out. Not all of them. Most of them got chump body styles. But some of them even go to the gym and work out. But they still having the same results with women. Now, they may get more looks from women because they work out and get their body tight. But they can't close the deal with a woman. You know why? Because they keep looking at it as a deal to close. I'm the deal to close. That's why I say, it's easy for me because I let women choose. I let women choose. And I'm going to be honest with you. I started to do like a full vid, man, on choosing signs. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not giving that game up right there for free, man. Because what I'm going to tell you about it, nobody else going to tell you about it because nobody else is as dedicated to letting women choose. See, you got to be fully dedicated to letting women choose in order to figure out what a choosing sign looks like. See, I never approach a woman who doesn't choose. So I've been able to tell the difference between a choosing sign and just a simple smile. There's a certain way the smile looks, and this has taken years of studying what women look like when they make choosing signs. Until I started to look at this as a science, I was just, I didn't know how to tell it. Everything was a choosing sign. Hell, I feel like I should be chosen on. If I was a bitch, I'd choose me. So I say this to you right now, man. The problem with the educated lane is women aren't choosing him, not the women he want. Susie, who's the librarian, who wears the mock turtleneck every day, even in the summertime, she'll choose him. But who wants her? She's nutty. It's hot as hell outside. She still got on a turtleneck. You know she probably must stay up under that sweater in the summertime, man. You know what I'm saying? So I say this to you, Mr. Lame-O, Mr. Educated Lame. You got to understand this, man. Why you taking every opportunity to diss and hate on other men, namely Ray Ray and Thuggo. Because women want this in. Because listen, you got to understand this. When you hate on a man because a woman wants him, or a group of men, or a type of men, or a sect of men, then the energy that you put out with that hate comes back to you as the dismissive, disinterested reaction you receive from the few women you dare approach. See, a lot of the things that you're dealing with, Mr. Lame-O, come from your own energy. You putting that bad energy out into the world. Every time you say Pookie Ray Ray this, Pookie Ray Ray that, that is another time that you're going to experience some negative energy from a woman. Whatever you put into the world come back to you. And it's going to come back to you in a way that affects you the most negatively. And you, Mr. Lamo, are affected the most negatively because you can't get no pretty girls to want you. And this is the real deal. I'm going to break something to you right now, and this might break your heart. You ain't going to never have no pretty girls that like you. You two set in your chump style, lame-o ways to even understand that it's your personality that women don't like. It's your style that women don't like. It's your gift of gab that women tune out. It's your pandering and catering that women like but don't respect. Everything about you is the opposite of what women are attracted to sexually. A woman will settle for you in a marriage. She will, because you are safe. Women want to marry safe. A woman don't want to marry no alpha. I'm going to tell you like this. If any woman has been willing to marry you, she is either accepting of your alpha or your ass is hiding it from her. If you are a man out here that lives like a man, a woman does not view you as a safe bet for a husband. But Mr. Lamo, oh yes, a woman will marry him. But she will only marry him when her time on the carousel is run out because she slammed into that wall. When she slams into that wall, yes, she will be ready for you, Mr. Lamo. But while she's young and vibrant and can have her pick of men, she will not pick you. And that's the bottom line of what you got to accept. You can talk about it this year. You can talk about it next year. You can shame her from liking Pookie and Ray Ray or whatever you want to call her. But you can't stop her from going after Ray Ray. Because Ray Ray is who she wants. When she laying in bed at night and that thing start dripping, guess who she's thinking about? You understand? When she laying in the bed and she playing with that thing, guess who she sending the videos and the pictures to? Ray Ray. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever she gets some sexy lingerie, you think she got it for you. You know who she got it for? She got it to model it for Ray Ray before she give him a self-sex session. You understand? You got to understand, man, that Ray Ray is Ray Ray and you are Mr. Lamo, and what Ray Ray experiences with women, you can hang it up. You better just wait until they done on the carousel and get yourself a wife, man. Hollywood Hawkins, what's good, brother? I see you in the building, man. Shaheem Lately is in the building. Oh, my Xanders. Troy, what up, homie? Ella Cap, I see you, man. Bad boy D, what up? Stunner. NYC Evolve, what's good, bro? So I'm going to tell you, man, this is the main thing that men have to understand, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you something right now. Even if you try to pick up some of this game and use it to your advantage, it's you, man. It ain't the game. It ain't the knowledge. It ain't none of that. It's you. Just the way you look, man. The way you talk. The way you act. The way you carry yourself. It's just not something that a woman's going to find sexually attractive. It ain't too many women going to look at you, man, and get aroused by just looking at you. But that's your style. You choose to be that way. But if you choose to be a way, you got to accept the consequences and repercussions that come along with being that way. And that's anybody. In my hood, man, when the Jackers were out, hey, man, everybody knew who the Jackers were. When the Jacker died, nobody was at his funeral except his family because nobody liked him. Nobody respected him. But we're in an environment where, hey, man, everybody has to do their thing, man, and that's his thing. And to this old fella, man, to keep talking about Pookie and Ray Ray, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Anybody who uses the term Pookie and Ray Ray you should not pay attention to them when they talking about anything that got nothing to do with people from that environment. When they talking about Pookie or Ray Ray, when they throw them together like that and call them Pookie and Ray Ray, if they don't know who Ray Ray is, and I've explained this several times who Ray Ray is. If you don't know the difference between Pookie and Ray Ray, then you just talking to get some viewers on your channel from that hot topic title. That's all, man. But I'm going to tell you, man, I am Ray Ray. And half of the things you putting on me, man, ain't true. And there's a bunch of you around here doing that. And that's why I created the Pook and Ray Ray channel. Because I ain't want to blitz you over here. I blitz you over here, man. You go to playing games with my channel and all that. Hey, man, that's why I created a different vibe. And I feel like I need to do it for somebody else do it. Because nobody else should be able to call themselves Ray Ray. Not on here. Not why you niggas been dissing him. So I tell you this too, man. When you hate on Ray Ray and point out all the reasons for your disdain, unbeknownst to you, that woman is becoming more and more intrigued at the thought of this dashing, daring man who is bold enough to manipulate the criminal justice system in his favor. And then from there, he's able to blow and grow from crumbs to bricks. Women love success stories. They love to see a man grind up from nothing and become a king. They love it. You don't have that story. Let me tell you why the woman don't respect you. And this is real talk, man. I'm going to tell you this. And a lot of men haven't thought about this, but this is the reality of it. The reason why the educated lame can't get no woman, because he ain't dealt with nothing in his life that make him hard. You can say what you want to say. And man, listen, I had a bad chick one time, man, tell me that she hate men who get pedicures and manicures. She said she want to feel the roughness of a man's hands. Say she don't, if her body soft and his body soft, then where's the masculinity? Where's the heart? Where are the lines? You know, she said she don't want everything to be curvaceous, and she wants some lines. You know, she wants some dents. She wants some bumps and bruises. You understand what I'm saying? Now that's a female right there. When a woman says that, she is full 100% female, because the opposite of her is what attracts her. You understand what I'm saying? And you, Mr. Lamo, you are way too feminine in the way you carry yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Way too feminine. Of course, we all want to have healthy skin, but you kind of look like a chick, man. You know, that's the thing. Either you look like a chick or you just toe down. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you can be a toe down man from the hood, if Ray toe down, if Ray got money but he toe down, Ray can still get a bad chick. You, Mr. Lamo, if you toe down, it don't matter how much money you got, because you ain't got no style, you ain't got no flair, you ain't got no pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got none of that, man. Oh, old term from back in the 80s and 90s. You ain't got no stilo, man. You ain't got no steez, homie. That's why women don't like you, man. It ain't that they look at somebody else and say, okay, I prefer him over you. They just don't prefer you. It ain't like they look at you and then they make a tough choice and then pick Ray. Like your ass ain't even an option, homie. You ain't figured that out yet? The majority of women out here don't even view you as an option. It don't even matter what you drive or come down in. The only woman who gonna really deal with you, man, is a scallywag gold digger. That's it. And this is the reality of it. And man, and I ain't trying to talk bad about nobody or make no direct attack on nobody. I'm talking about all these super lame dudes that keep talking about Pookie Ray this, Pookie Ray that. Hey man, and then you want to blame, how you gonna blame another man for women not wanting you? What am I, a voodoo witch doctor or something? What I got to do with women not wanting you, man? Women are choosing me because I ain't chasing them. And they ain't choosing you because you are. It's that simple. I'm talking about, man, Pookie and Ray are messing everything up. Man, let me tell you something. And this real talk. This is real talk, man. If Ray wasn't around and Thugger wasn't around, a lot of these women would just get in relationships with each other before they have to be stuck dealing with a man that they're not attracted to. You understand what I'm saying? Many of these women would just resort to being in relationships with one another, lesbian relationships. Rather than kick it with a lame-o that they don't have no attraction to. And I ain't making this up, man. I ain't trying to, down nobody or nothing like that. I'm just telling you what's real. You are not the choice of women. you will never be the choice of women. Even if Ray Ray and Thuggo were gone, you would not be the choice of women. Even now, when you get a woman, you are not her choice. She settles for you. Either that or she has pity on you. She feels like you've done so much jumping through hoops and kowtowing and stepping and fetching and dancing and doing all that, that she owes you something. And she realizes that all she has to offer is sex. And so you may every now and then bump across a bad little chick, even in all your lame grandeur. But the bottom line is, she ain't gonna want you. You can get it, but you got to work. Man, let me tell you, I don't even understand the concept of having to work hard, man, to get a woman off. I don't even look at that as work. I just do whatever I want to do. Whatever comes to my mind, whatever position I want to flip her in, however I want to bend her leg, hell, if I want to twist her ankle, if I want to put her in a figure 4 leg lock, no matter what I want to do, I just do all of that. And so she has an amazing experience just based on who I am and how I get down with my own thing. But all that stepping and fetching the kowtow and all that, man, that ain't gonna happen on my watch. I don't get down like that, man. That's crazy. And that's the reality of it. You know, and I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You got groups of men that just feel like they're better. And they feel like they're better because they've bettered themselves based on what this society dictates as success. Now, we all need money. Of course, we all got to make money. But those men feel like no woman should ever pick them over Ray Ray. I mean, no woman should ever pick Ray Ray over them. They're educated. Well, guess what? Ray Ray is too. And now, if you put you and Ray Ray on an even playing field, everything equal, education equal, you still can't win, man. Freelance Ronan, I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Freelance says the constant Pook and Ray Ray argument they try used to get views simply gives Pook and Ray Ray free advertising. Thank them when they do that. Hey, man, that's real. Thank them. Thank them, man. That's real talk. So I'm going to start... So I'm gonna get back on the ball, man. Go ahead and start pushing this content, man. You know what I'm saying? Just get back on the ball, man. I kind of, start overthinking it a little bit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing this content, man, the way that I know I'm supposed to do, man. Now, so I ain't want to keep y'all in here too long, man. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. But let's talk about this. Let me tell you something, man. I'm tired of all this back and forth between young men and older men. And I got a video coming up on that, man. I'm editing it when I get off this, man. That back and forth between the old head and the young punk is just some bull, man. Because let me tell you something. If you 60, one day I'm gonna be you. If you 20, one day I was you. And now that I'm me, the man that's 60 used to be me, and the man that's 20 is gonna be me. Hey man, we're all the same. We're just in the game on different levels. But every level must be surpassed by every man. That's why older men always say, hey man, I've been where you gotta go. Because it's the same path. It's the same march. It's the same walk. It's the same journey. Now the players and configurations may change, but it's still the same journey into manhood, into being the best the best version of yourself, into being the very best man that you could be in this society and in your personal life. Mr. Bandclap, I appreciate the $1 super chat, bro. So when you think about it, man, you got to believe this, man. When you say, see, and this is one thing we got to look at. When when you say old heads looking like Larry Holmes, flabby and sick, that don't take away the fact that that man got a mind. You see, as men, we ain't got no business focusing on what the hell a man look like physically. That's for women to do. You understand? We ain't got no business caring about what a man looks like physically. That's why when I hear all this talk about, hey man, get in the gym, do all that, man, I don't give a damn what you look like physically. That's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really your thing. Because technically speaking, you can't match wits with an old head. Unless you lure him into talking about some young dude shit. But you can't match wits with an old head when it comes to this life, this world, living in this society. You can't do it. And let me tell you something about respect. The old head deserves more respect than the young man. Period. That's the way this world is constructed. That's the same way your daddy don't give you the same respect you give him. Because he'll whoop your ass, but you won't whoop his. See what I'm saying? This ain't about being equal. Because if your ass is 18 and I'm fucking 40, you're not equal to me. When we take away all the societal things and all the things that make us view life like women, like who has the most money, who has the best clothes, who has the nicest car. When we take away all that shit right there and talk about the essence of being a man when it comes to discipline, self-control, and all of that, it ain't no 18-year-old man on the planet gonna tell me he got more dick control than I got. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way. And when I'm 40, 50, 60, all that's gonna continue to the gap is gonna continue to get larger. Because I remember when I was 18. It's hard to control your wood when you 18, man. So the things that really make you a man, discipline, self-control. Now there are exceptions to the rule, but let me tell you what the exception is. The exception is never gonna be that the wisest 18-year-old is as wise as the wisest 50-year-old. It's going to be that there are some 18-year-olds that are wiser than some 50-year-olds. But it's going to be a 50-year-old who just isn't that wise. A 50-year-old who isn't that disciplined. A 50-year-old who doesn't have his shit together. A 50-year-old who isn't that focused. But if you find me the top-notch 50-year-old who's doing his thing, focused on everything, controlling himself, controlling his lust, controlling his desires, leading his life with an iron fist, you ain't gonna find me an 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30-year-old that's on his level. So that's why I preach, be the best version of yourself. If we're all the best version of ourselves, then we'll fit into this world like a puzzle. You understand? We'll all fit like puzzle pieces in together. But if you got this group of men over here that's grinding and this group of men over here that's lazy, it don't matter what the ages are. Everything's going to be thrown off. The balance of nature is going to be thrown off if we all don't elevate to become the best version of ourselves. It ain't about no broads. It ain't about representing for no niggas for sure. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Any man who really cares about what other men think about him has very questionable behavior. I say again, any man who really legitimately cares what other men think about him has very questionable behavior. Now, let me clarify that. I don't mean if other men respect you, because respect comes from men viewing you as respectable. I don't mean that. I mean caring about what other men say about how you dress, what you drive, where you work, how you make money. Man, I ain't got time to be worrying about what no nigga think. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be worrying about no man physical appearance. I don't care. I ain't trying to date that nigga. If you ain't trying to date a man, what you care about his physical appearance for? You know what I'm saying? We got bigger things to think about, man. You listen, we ain't got time to think about other men, because building yourself up to the best version of yourself is easier than keeping yourself there. Once you build yourself there, you got to work like hell to keep yourself there. You ain't got time to waste thinking about what no other man doing. You simply ain't got it, man. And that's the bottom line, man. A lot of the things that I'm seeing going on are based on men viewing other men from a feminine perspective. You see what I'm saying? A whole lot of things that these cats be talking about, I be like, man, why is this even a topic? Like this whole Pookie and Ray Ray thing. I'm like, man, why do you care who women like? It don't matter who she like. Your problem ain't who she like. Your problem is she don't like you. Your problem ain't who get laid. The problem is you ain't getting laid. The problem ain't who the woman submit to. The problem is she ain't submitting to you. You see what I'm saying? Everything you focus on about another man and try to blame another man for your situation, all of those things can be traced to your own unwillingness to develop yourself into the best version of yourself. Become the best version of yourself, not just the most educated version of yourself. There's more to being the best at education, not just the fittest version of yourself. There's more to being the best version of yourself than being fit. Not just being the most paid version of yourself. There's more to being the best version of yourself than being paid. It takes all of those things in concert to make you the best version of yourself. So if you super paid but you fat as hell, you ain't got it together. If you super fit but you broke as hell, you ain't got it together. If you tough with men and soft with women, or vice versa, tough with women and soft with men, you ain't got it. You ain't got it together. That's why we all need to work so hard to build ourselves into the best version of ourselves. But not only build ourselves into the best version of ourselves, maintain that level. And that shit is hard, man. And let me tell y'all young boys something, man. Let me tell the young cats something. The cats that's around Clink's age and Hawkins age, Hollywood age, the young cats, man. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you like this. Getting on the path to becoming the best version of yourself, it's the most exciting shit you'll ever do. It's the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. You're going to be crunk. It's going to keep you crunk. You're going to be fired up. But I'm going to be honest with you. 10 years in of building yourself into the best version of yourself, the novelty of that shit wears off. The work of it comes in then. When you first start, when you first jump out there, man, that shit's the best. You a man now. Man, look at you carrying your weight. Look at you doing your shit. Look at you running your life. Look at you controlling your things. Look at you making moves you ain't never made before. Hell yeah, homie, do that shit. But I'm just telling you, 10 years in, when you 31, then that shit is gonna be, it's gonna be routine. The excitement of it is still gonna be there, but not the novelty of it. The newness of it is gonna be gone because you're gonna be used to the process. Then at that point comes the focus. Comes the determination. And the most important thing of all, it comes the unwillingness to settle where you are. Because after 10 years in the grind, man, there's no telling where you'll be. And it's easy as hell, man, to let that be the end point, the end goal. Easy. But man, at 31, you gotta keep fucking grinding. Nigga, you can't quit at 31. But all the motivating factors you have now won't be there at 31. They're just going to be gone. They're going to be used up. That motherfucker's not going to be effective anymore. Having more, needing more, they ain't going to be effective no more because by that point, you're going to have every fucking thing you want. So when you don't have needing more and wanting more, like especially material shit, needing more, wanting more, needing more stability, needing to have more investments, if you start at 21, man, in 10 years strong, in a decade strong, going in the right direction, you're going to be getting it. You're going to be on at 31. But what's going to be your motivation at that point? What is going to keep you striving at that point? And that's going to be all on you. That's going to be all on you pushing. Clinks, I see you in the building, man. What up with you, homie? And I tell you like this, man. That's why when I look at these boys that's always blaming some other man for his inability to get women, man, he recently, he gave up. He been gave up. He been gave up on becoming the best version of himself. Because I'm going to tell you, even you, Mr. Educated Lame, if you fully dedicate yourself to becoming the best version of yourself, you ain't going to be quite as lame. Because lame is not good. You being a lame is not the best version of yourself. It is damn near the worst. And that's one of the main things that we have to keep in mind, man. It is damn near one of the worst things that you can do. Be lame. Just lame for no reason, man. You know, nigga, like I used to see cats in school, man, and I'm be honest with you, I saw this man, and even then I was like, man, that dude a sucker. I saw cats, man, walk up to a girl class, man. He got a class all the way on the other side of the campus, man. He walk up to the girl class, man, carry her books for her and shit. I'd be like, man, nigga, she been carrying them books all day. You know what I'm saying? She been carrying them all day. Like, what are you trying to accomplish carrying her books? You trying to prove that that she can use you however she want to. See, I've been looking at this shit, man, from when I was a teen, man. Just observing the scene, observing the beta male type of things, man, that I didn't want to be engaged in. And that's the reality of it. And let me tell you something crazy, man. I had a chick, man, and she really, 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 like, acted like she was very good, man. She acted like she didn't pay me no attention, literally. And you know me, I've always been the one, man, that's gonna let a broad approach because I've always been fly. You understand? I've always been fly, fly as shit. I mean, fly as a fly on shit. I've been fly as hell. So when a woman act like that, you know, I don't really be paying women no attention no way. If she don't make herself known to me, make her presence known, man, I ain't studying her. Cause there's a woman over there that's making her presence known. So make a long story short, man. Suddenly, man, I walk out of a door, man, and I'm about to go down some stairs. Suddenly, man, some chick grab me, man, start slobbing me down, man. I'm talking about literally, man, slobbing me down, man. It's like everything slowed down. You know, like you watching the movie, man, everything slow down, the kids stop playing, the ball be bouncing away real slow, man, everything get quiet. That's how it was, man. She just jumped out on me, man, and grabbed me, man, just literally slobbed me down, man. And I mean, she, like, before I even knew what was going on, homie, man, she took my hands and put them where she wanted them, man. I had one on her ass, man, and one between her legs, man, before I even had gathered myself and realized what was going on, because I still didn't know who it was. So I pulled back, man. Man, how about this that chick, man, who been acting like, man, she ain't see me at all? You know what I'm saying? Just out the blue, homie. She had been holding back all that time, feeling, feeling feeling it to the point, man, where she was waiting on me to approach her. Now, see, it took me a little while after that, in retrospect, to look at it and say, you know, man, that chick right there, man, she was feeling that shit so strongly, man, from the time she saw me. But she didn't want to just step out there like that. But when I ain't pay her no attention, man, she couldn't hold back. Like, it overtook her. And I'm not even saying, man, she was a scallywag or anything like that, man. I'm saying the desire for me, the lust for a pimp just overtook her. She couldn't do nothing, man. She just had to go for what she had to touch me. She had to kiss me. She had to feel my hands on her body. She had to put her hands on mine. You understand what I'm saying? And these are the type of experiences, man, that these boys can't tell you about. They ain't had no experiences like that. And it ain't because of nothing else other than, man, I'm just blessed, bro. I'm just blessed. That's all, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say nothing else, man. I'm just blessed. You know what I'm saying? To be able to, it wasn't me pulling nothing off. It was just the energy, man. It's the energy of the Most High, man, just pervading through me, man, making me irresistible to it, man. You know what I'm saying? I had another chick, man, mess around, man, and this crazy, man. She was actually supposed to be talking to my partner, man. So my homie hit me up, man, and he said he had a couple chicks at the crib, man. So I fell through, and you know, I wasn't really even vibing like that, man. I just fell through, man, cause you know that's my homie, man. We both were busy, and you know, real busy, man. And so we really hadn't had a minute, man, to kick it and chop it up, man. So you know, I was falling through just, man, to kick it and chop it up, man. But when I fell up in there, man, you know, this little chick too, man, she was acting, you know, all standoffish, man, and all that. But I realized then that it wasn't because she wasn't into me. It was because we never met before, and she was used to men that she never met approaching her, coming to her, trying to entertain her. And I was just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, man, we end up, you know, it got late, man, and so they end up spending the night, man, and I end up just, you know, crashing in the homie guest bedroom, man, with the little chick, man, and we literally, bro, we hadn't really said anything to one another, because if she didn't make herself known, man, I wasn't gonna say nothing to her, man. Let me tell you something. I don't jump out of character for no bra. I am who I am. This is how I always get down, and I don't jump out of character for no broad at all. It don't matter who she is. It don't matter what she look like. I do not jump out of character for no broad. Ever. Ever. I do not jump out of character. It ain't gonna happen. I am who I am. I love who I am. And I want the world to know who I am so they can love who I am too. You understand? So, make a long story short, man. We in there, man. We chilling, man. And I mean, she was a bad little chocolate chick too, boy. I'm talking about donked up, chunked up, man. She about, she was short, about 5'4", you know what I'm saying? But she was slim thick. She was 5'4", slim thick, but she was more thick than she was slim, boy. I'm talking about the perfect slim thick. And so, man, we in there chilling, man, and all of a sudden, man, I'm knocked out, man. All of a sudden, man, I feel something wet and warm, man, on my wood, man. And I look over, and once I got my bearings by myself, I knew what it was. But I recall before that, I felt a hand on my wood, man. And you know how a chick, man, I mean, some of y'all know, and some of y'all might not know, but you ain't got to tell us you don't know. But, you know what it is, man, when a chick trying to check your length out, man. And so, so she was on my wood, man, and she was, I felt that, but I still was asleep, but I remember I felt it. But it wasn't enough to wake me up. But man, the way warm lips, man, that was enough to wake me up, man. And from there, man, it was a straight grudge match, man. Like, it was a real live grudge match in there, man. And the crazy thing is, man, when I got up and went down the hall to the bathroom, man, I heard my homie, and like he said it was his first time, and I believe him. Like he had just met the other chick, and she just brought a girl with her, man. So, so he in there grudging, man, and I just got through grudging, man. But it just goes to show, man, that if you force a woman's hand, she gonna play her cards. She doesn't have the patience. She doesn't have the intestinal fortitude. She doesn't have the mental wherewithal to not play her cards. If she got a handful of cards, eventually she gonna play a card. You just got to make sure that you got your hand down and you willing to do a whole lot of other shit before you play a card. I ain't playing no cards. This my game, shawty. I dealt the cards, you play first. That's how I play the game, man. That's how it is. So, man, it is what it is, man. So, these are just the scenarios, man. And like I said, I want to leave this one up, man. So that's why I ain't going too much into detail, man. What I'll do, man, I got something coming for y'all, man. Well, I'm gonna let y'all in on a few things, man. But, I say this, man. It's your job to protect your essence. It's your job to protect your masculinity. It's your job to protect the man that you are from the onslaught of anyone who wishes to change who you are, especially if you are totally pleased with who you are. And the bottom line with Mr. Lamo is not pleased with who he is. He does not appreciate who he is. He does not like who he is. But rather than accepting that he don't appreciate who he is, he'll rather look at the woman and say, woman, I don't appreciate you choosing Ray Ray. And he'll say, Ray Ray, I do not appreciate you doing whatever the hell it is you do to make the women want you and not me. Instead of looking at himself saying, well, you know what? The educated lame mindset need to be about Ray Ray. His mindset needs to be, if I can't beat him, then I'm going to join him. Get more like Ray Ray. Because this Ray Ray right here has been got more like you. If you ask a woman that she loves an educated, smart man, the majority of women are going to say yes. If you ask a woman that she prefers a thug over a lame, the average woman is going to say yes. And if you tell a woman, well, I know somebody who's an educated thug, that woman gonna cream her panties, man. I'm telling you the truth. Man, listen, I give a chick the best of both worlds. That's why the shit that I say works out fantastically for me. That's why I can say the things that I say. Because I say them in a way, I say them from an educated perspective. You know what I'm saying? I dig into my thesaurus. I dig into my dictionary of words, and I tell a woman something that I want her to do that in other way, and said it in the other way would be derogatory and turn that woman's energy against you. But I say it in a way that makes a woman go ahead and go along with what the hell I was saying. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to gauge the woman. I had somebody ask me, man, how do you, I'm going to say that for a Patreon video. But, I say, man, you got to understand that you are the man you are, and women just got to deal with it. Period. Ain't nothing you can do better than that for yourself when it comes to dealing with women. It's got to be your way or no way. Because it's damn sure my way or no way. It's my way or no way. If she don't like it, I don't know what to tell her. Because I frankly don't give a damn what she likes or not. I just told a chick that, man, a couple days ago, man. She's like, well, I come to you for validation. I need your validation. I feel weak because I need your validation. So I talked to her. I said, look, baby girl, if I was the average man, then yes, you should feel weak by needing my validation. But, I'm a special kind of nigga. So, you should seek my validation. My validation comes at a premium. You understand? You understand that I don't view the world like these other cats. You fine, sexy, fat little ass on you, little slim waist, pretty face. You know what I'm saying? You're a real cutie. But that shit don't mean nothing to me. Now these other cats, they validate you all the time because of that. So I'm trying to see what kind of way you want me to validate you. Do you want me to tell you you're beautiful? Do you want me to tell you some sucker shit like, how amazingly gorgeous you are and how I will drink your bath water? You want me to tell you some sucker shit like that? Because I'm not going to tell you that because I'm not drinking your fucking bath water. I'm not drinking out your tub if the water clean. But I say this to you. The fact that I'm talking to you is your validation. The fact that you can speak to me on my phone is your validation. The fact that you can text me is your validation. You understand? The fact that you can send pictures to my phone and I won't tell you what the hell you sending me this for, that's your validation. You understand? The fact that I teach you, that's your validation. You understand? I don't have to give you nothing. I don't have to give you no fucking information. But the fact that I hip you to things that you weren't hip to before, that's your validation. You understand? The fact that I'm sitting here trying to help you understand what the fuck your validation is your validation. Stop thinking like the average broad because I am not the average man. If you want the average results, baby girl, you got to go deal with the average man. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. If that's what you need, shout it, that's what you need. But you can't get it from me. You understand? Hey, man, and that's what you do, man. I just chop it up with them. I tell the bro how it is with me, man. It is what it is, man. I ain't got no... Listen, bro. I don't care if a woman says, okay, I don't want to deal with you anymore. You're too much for me. I don't give a damn. Because trust me, every moment I spend talking to a woman, I got better shit to do. Every moment I spend, man, jumping up and down, in and out of a woman, man, hey, trust me, man, I got something better to do. Believe me when I say that shit, I got something better to do, man. And that's the reality of it, man. And even when it comes to social skills, man, even when it comes to working on social skills, man, if you lame, you can't work on those social skills if you lame. Like, you got to work on your personal development. If you work on personal development, man, you don't need no fucking social skills, man. Women gonna make themselves social. This is the thing that I tell men all the time. If you approach a woman, she has the opportunity to do one or two things. To receive you with open arms and a warm smile, or treat you like you bothering her. Those are her two options. And either way, if you approach a woman, if whatever way she go, you got to deal with that. But if you got the type of flair, man, that make women approach you and strike up conversation with you, women don't strike up negative conversation with men they don't know. Women don't feed negative energy on the approach to men they don't know when they walk up to you. They don't do it. So it don't really take social skills. I think as you become a better version of yourself, your social skills automatically improve because you feel so fucking good about yourself that you don't have any of those socially awkward moments anymore. Because you look at yourself, you feel like you're the blessing to every environment you go into. You feel like you're bringing something to that environment that everybody needs. So I truly believe that, as long as you focus on self-improvement, man, and becoming the best version of yourself is what I like to say. Because self-improvement is pretty much the same thing, but becoming the best version of yourself. Think about that. Think about the last part of that, the best version of yourself. It takes all of the normalcy out of it, so we ain't all out here trying to do the same shit. You understand what I'm saying? You got cats out here, man, that just aren't built to do squats. You know what I'm saying? Their limbs are long as shit. They aren't built to do squats. Out here breaking their fucking their hip joints up, man. They ain't trying to do squats. because somebody says, hey, you should do squats. Man, the bottom line is this. We as men have to understand one thing and we don't understand nothing else. If what you're doing ain't working, you got to try another route. So if all that ranting and raving about Thuggo and Ray Ray and the women that love them ain't doing you no good, you got to cut it out and do something that works. That's what you got to do. And that's all I can say about it, man. So, man, yo, I appreciate everybody coming in the joint, man. It's been real in the field. I just want to come in and chop it up out this right quick. I appreciate the super chats, man, that came through, man. It's been all gravy. I'm working on a schedule, man, to give y'all like a definite schedule of how I'm gonna get down, man. I appreciate the people being in the joint. Grandmaster, I see you, man. Man with Steel, AGT, of course, the homie Young Clinks. You know what I'm saying? My little brother is out here doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit make me proud as fuck, man, because that nigga ain't playing. That young nigga there, man, he ain't playing with him. Clinks ain't playing with him, man. Jose Navarro, I appreciate the $10 super chat, man. I'm talking about, man, look at here. When you see a young cat catch fire like that, and it don't intimidate him, and he keep pushing hard and hard and hard, I'm going to be honest with you, man, just to be perfectly honest with you. What that boy there doing, that shit done put a little bit more, I done got my second win. It done put some pep in my step. I don't know how it's affecting these other cats, but for me, I'm like, hold up. Young Clinks is out here going bananas. Hey, hold up, young brother. Hold up. I got some gas in the tank, little bro. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I'm like, well, shit. Hey, man, let's change the world. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody should feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let's change the world. Let's make it happen. Jose Navarro, man, I appreciate the super chats, man. Real talk. With the back-to-backs, I appreciate it, man. So, I say this to you, man. We just got to kick it like this, man. The bottom line is this. If you ain't getting what you want to get, if your results aren't matching up to what you think, it's the effort you're putting in. If you think you're putting in the effort, even if you know you're putting in the effort, let me tell you some shit about effort. You can put in all the effort you want doing the wrong thing, and that shit ain't gonna do you no good. When we talk about reps and sets, when it come to training, if your goal is strictly to get stronger and you don't give a damn about how good your physique look, going in there doing 12 to 15 reps ain't gonna get you that type of strength. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to build a physique and you care more about how you look than you care about your strength, going there doing 3 sets of 5 ain't gonna get your ass down. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand, man, that there are techniques to everything. If you want to gain weight, being in a caloric deficit ain't gonna get you there. If you want to lose weight, eating more damn calories than you burn is gonna make you fatter, not thinner. And the bottom line is this. It's the same thing that applies to real life. If what you doing ain't working, hey, man, you got to go another route. You got to try something else. Keep the effort up, but you got to change the technique, man. Because if you giving 100% to the wrong technique, man, you're going to get bad results. It's like Shaq. The reason Shaq never got better at free throws, he was practicing his ass off, man. You wouldn't believe how much Shaq was practicing free throws. But he was practicing that same old badass shot that he couldn't make. You know, you can't keep practicing a bad shot and think suddenly it's going to get good. Boy, you got to change the mechanics of that shot. And I'm glad Shaq didn't, though, because that's what happened with that boy out in Philly, man. I can't remember that cat name, man. J. Cole talked about him, man, on his on a recent joint, man, he put out, man. I can't remember that cat name. He played for Philly, man. Markelle Fultz? Yeah, Markelle Fultz. I think that's his name. Markelle Fultz, man, they messed that boy shot up, man. That boy could shoot when he came out. His shot was ugly, but he could make it. He was a scorer. They changed that boy's shot, man. He lost his confidence, man. That boy ain't gonna never be the same again, man. He'll never be the same again, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a bust, man. They fucked up his shot. Like, I remember him in college, man. They messed up his shot. They changed his shot to try to make it pretty. It's kind of like the same thing they try to do with Tim Tebow throwing motion. They try to change Tebow throwing motion. Hey man, Tebow he can't fling the ball like that. He can't throw it. He can't throw it 60 yards flat footed like that. He can't throw it 70 yards on the run like that. He got to fling it the way he flings it, man. So they messed up that boy's shot, man. And I wish somebody would have changed him, man. I wish they would have told him not to mess up his shot, man. I mean, I told him that, hey man, just keep shooting the way you shoot. Yeah. That injury didn't help either. The injury didn't help either. But man, when you talk about mechanics, yeah, 4 set 25 reps, man. I don't know what you're going for. 4 set 25 reps, man. I wouldn't recommend 25 reps. There ain't too many. There aren't too many scenarios where I recommend 25 reps, 4 sets of 25. There ain't too many scenarios I would. I mean, unless you're talking about push-ups or something like that. If you're talking about body weight, like when it comes to body weight training, man, I don't put no caps on. I don't put a cap on the amount of reps you can do. You know what I'm saying? I do body weight training to failure. I do push-ups to failure. I do pull-ups to failure. I do all that shit to failure. I do dips to failure. You know what I'm saying? I don't add nothing, I don't go with no reps and sets and shit when it comes to, calisthenics. I just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because just think about it. If you're going to add reps and sets to calisthenics, then if you're going to add rep caps, then what if you're doing body weight squats, man? You know what I'm saying? You do body weight squats, you're going to be, shit, you could do 100 of them, so it's 150 of them. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, people that are really overweight, man, then I put them on body weight squats. You know what I'm saying? If somebody really overweight, I have them on body weight squats, man, just as low as they can go comfortably. I put them on there, man, and have them going for 100 a day. Bam, 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 bam. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing more effective for somebody that's really overweight, man. Not somebody that can't move, they so morbidly obese. Not one of them people that be my 600-pound life. Say somebody about 300-400 pounds, man, we gonna knock them off on them. Cause every movement, every time they do body weight squats, it's gonna be mixed with an upper body movement. They're going to do some shoulder presses. They're going to do body weight squats and shoulder presses, body weight squats and lateral raises, body weight squats and front raises, body weight squats and curls, body weight squats and hammer curls, body weight squats and everything. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can get them doing body weight squats with is chest presses and shit like that, man. With everything else, man, we doing body weight squat and real delt rolls with a band. I'ma have their ass on it, and that weight be falling off of them, man. C Bug, man, I appreciate the $5 super chat, Bug. Real talk. Salute to you, my brother. Homie C Bug's in the building, man. I appreciate another young brother that's out here getting it. So I don't know how you other cats feel about these younger brothers out here getting it, man. You know what I'm saying? But me myself, shit, man, I'm be honest with you. I'm in the race. Let me tell you something, man. I'm still in the race. When I pass the baton, I ain't passing the baton to get off the track. I'm passing the baton because I'm finished my leg of the race. And I still hand the baton off in the lead. So when I hand you the baton, we in the lead. So you know what I'm saying? And I say this because I left a comment in Clink's on one of Clink's videos, man. The Clink responded saying, man, he was going in on him. I said, damn, some shit like, damn, Clinks don't kill him. He said, man, I can't help it. You passed me the baton. I said, man, well, I wonder if that means. I said, yeah, I did. I passed Clinks the baton, but from on the track, niggas, I don't want y'all to feel like, man, I passed the baton so I can get off the track. I'm on the track still. You know what I'm saying? I ran my leg, now I'm passing it on, man. The baton is a relay race. You know what I'm saying? When you pass the baton, it's in a relay race. You know what I'm saying? 4-leg relay. So, I look at the young cats, man. I'm like, man, fuck that, man. Let's grind. Let's get it. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey man, I'm cool. I'm cool with my channel growth. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, I hope one of these cats bust through 50,000 by the summertime. For me, that's gravy. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind that 100%. So, and I'm gonna tell you something else, man. A real man don't compare himself to other men. A real man doesn't compare himself to other men. And I say that to say this. This is what I mean by that. If that man over there is doing something and is prosperous, and you doing something, you can't compare what you doing to what he doing, because what he doing is what he doing. Even if it's in the same arena. You understand? That's like Tristan Thompson looking at LeBron James, feeling some kind of way. Because LeBron James is LeBron James. And whatever is happening in LeBron James' life is happening in his life. You got too much focus. You don't have enough time to focus on somebody else's life. All you can do is support every man that's doing something that's going in the right direction and making a positive effect on the world, man. Especially a positive effect on the lives of men. Women don't need our help. They got enough help on the positive effects of things in their lives. They got women's groups. They got people who support them. They got people that do all types of things in their life. A woman don't need no help from no man to feel better about herself. And that's why I don't give them no validation. Hell, they don't need it. They just want it. It's a method of control. So when I see a man doing anything, man, hey, man, if he is grinding and he is pleased with where he's going, he's the only one that matters in his life. What I say or think don't matter. So all I got to say to a man is keep fucking striving, man. Keep rolling. Keep moving, man. Don't let the haters stop you because they coming out the woodworks to stop you. Man, don't let them stop you. You know what I'm saying? Any questions, man, hit me up. I'm cool, man. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna listen, man. I don't compare myself to other folks, but man, I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Like when it comes just being a cool motherfucker, man, I'm cool as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about cool like fly cool, like for the bras. I mean, I'm that too, but I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, man, just cool. I'm a cool nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no enemies. I don't have no enemies, not because I ain't created, I haven't done anything in my life. It's because I'm so cool. You understand what I'm saying? That eventually you just gotta fucking get along with me, man, because I ain't with no fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a little bit fucking obnoxious, man. I say what I want to say, man. I don't really care who feel any kind of way about it. That's why I tell women to stay out of my joint. Because I'm going to say what I want to say. And I don't need no emotions or hurt feelings in there. And I feel like if I'm talking to a group of men, I should be able to say whatever I want to say. And nobody should have no hurt feelings. Because we ain't in here discussing no feelings. You understand what I'm saying? We in here discussing the realities of life for what happens with real men. And so I say to the educated lame, you got to ask yourself, if Ray Ray was gone, would women really like me? Would women really like me if Ray Ray was gone? And the answer to your question is no. They don't like your set of characteristics, man. It ain't that the Ray Ray is, they don't even compare you to Ray Ray. Women don't compare lames to other men. Women know how to compartmentalize everything. So lames go over here, Ray Ray goes over here. Women never compare lames and Ray Rays. They compare lames to lames and they compare Ray Ray to Ray Ray. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. So you got to tell yourself, man, that even if you were here, if you weren't here, women, if Ray Ray wasn't here, women would still not want to be with you other than as a utility. She would not be attracted to you. She would not be turned on by you. Sometime a woman get horny without being turned on by a man. And in those situations, that's what you for. You are like a human sex toy for her. When she can't get what she wants, she'll settle for you the same way she'll settle for her bullet. And that's what you got to understand. So when you hear Bugs talking about self-improvement, and you hear Steph talking about self-improvement, and you hear me talking about becoming the most alpha version of yourself, man, that ain't to knock you down, nigga. That's to help you. That's to tell you the things you need to improve. If we all got to be the best version of ourselves, who are you, Mr. Lame-O, that you ain't got to do the same thing? You're just sitting back in the cut, remaining the same year after year after year. And as a matter of fact, you're getting worse year after year after year, while we all over here, man, becoming the best version of ourselves. And then you looking out the window talking about, well, why all the women like them? What's BoA? I don't know. I never even heard of that guy until last year. What's wrong with him? I've got 100,000 subscribers. Like, who is he? I've got fucking 3 degrees. He's only got 1. And when he was going for his master's, he quit because he said education wasn't for him any further than that. Well, I don't like him. And then look at the environment he's from. I had both of my parents. I never heard any shooting unless I was hunting with my granddad. I'm not from that environment. I've never had to go to court. I've never spent a day in jail. Why does she like Ray Ray and not like me? What is wrong with me? I'm a better man than he is. I mean, he looks better. He's got a better body, and he's probably got just as much money as I do, but I'm nice. He's a mean guy. Look how he talks to her. Look how he treats her. He doesn't respect her. He doesn't pedestalize her. He doesn't treat her like a princess. He tells her what she's got to do, and he says it in a forceful manner. I say please to her. Why does she want him? That's your logic, man. Now listen how that shit sound. See, you never listen to yourself say that, but listen how it sound when I say it. You see what I'm saying? That's how you sound out here, man, always talking about why the woman likes somebody else, man. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? The homie Steph always say, man, he about 5'7", 5'8". If I roll up on, listen, man, if a woman give me a choosing sign, man, let's say me and Steph somewhere kicking it, man. I'm in Austin, we kicking it, or Steph in Louisiana, man, we kicking it, and we out somewhere, man, and we kicking it, man. Maybe who knows, man. Maybe having a drink for post workout, man. Who knows, doing some shit, man, eating post workout meal, and a chick start choosing. I'm automatically gonna think the bitch choosing me because I'm me. It ain't got nothing to do with Steph. I'm me. So I'm like, any woman that choosing anywhere I am, she got to be choosing me. Bitch, I'm raw. You understand? I'm Dr. BoA. So, I go, so I'm thinking she choosing. She's like, well, no, I was talking to your friend over there. I was like, okay, shit, cool. You know what that means? That means that when that woman saw Steph, she saw what she liked. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what am I going to say? Well, why does she like Steph? I don't know why she likes Steph. I'm taller than Steph. Why does she like Steph? What the hell is going on? I don't know what happened. Nah, man, I'm like, shit, man, women know what they like. And I'm going to tell you, it's a sad state to be in, man, where women just don't like you. Hey, brothers, let's think about that for a minute. Everybody in here, I want you to think for a minute, man. I want you to just think for a minute and think about how your life would be if women just didn't like you. Like, no matter where you went, women just didn't like you. Like, before they even knew you, they just looked at you and didn't like how you looked. They didn't like how you dressed. They didn't like how your clothes fit. They don't like the style of clothes you wear. They don't like the shoes you got on. Like, your shoes is lame shoes. All they see wear those shoes, man, is they doctor. And you just look lame. Man, can you imagine that? Can you imagine never getting a positive response from an attractive woman? You get responses from women, but those who are unattractive. You know what I'm saying? You get positive responses from women. You get positive responses from the type of women that their positive response does you more harm than good. You be feeling extra bad. You're like, damn, fuck wrong with me? That bitch felt bold enough to approach me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a certain, you got to understand, man, if a certain level of woman regularly approaches you, regularly chooses on you, especially if she just approaches you, hey, man, you're the low-hanging fruit. Yo, man, some of these cats, the low-hanging fruit, they don't even know it, man. The low-hanging fruit, man, shit. The baboons, the fucking gorillas, the colobus monkeys, the chimpanzees, the mandrills, all the monkeys and apes come get the low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Even the short ones can reach it. You ain't even got to climb in the tree to get it. And if that's your case, man, you the low-hanging fruit, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of these cats, man, are the low-hanging fruit. A lot of these cats are the low-hanging fruit. Yeah, no doubt, Wood. Yeah, that's good. That's good looking out, Wood. So I say this, man. The bottom line is this. We all got to be the best version of ourselves. If the best version of yourself It's not a fucking huge bodybuilder. Don't strive for that. But the best version of yourself is lean. The best version of yourself is lean. And I'm gonna tell you something about being in shape right now. And if Clink's still in here, Clink's a vouch for this. If you want to be in shape, you ain't in shape until you can see your abs. If you can't see your abs, you ain't in shape. You getting in shape. I say again, if you can't see your abs, you ain't in shape. And that's the reality of it. And so when it comes to getting in shape, you got to jump on that. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you got to jump on that. Don't worry about getting big, worry about getting lean. That's one thing you can improve every day. Every day. You can get lean every day. That's something that you ain't got to wait on, something you ain't got to build yourself into. You can start right now getting leaner. You understand? From starting when you wake up in the morning, your first meal can be a leaner meal, and you can get lean. Don't worry about nothing else. If we talk about money, no matter how much money you make right now, start living a minimalist lifestyle. Trim all the fat off your lifestyle. All the extra shit you're doing, trim it off. Automatically, you become more financially secure. Because I'm going to tell you like this. If you really trim the fat off your lifestyle, man, I've seen people save $2,000 a month. Automatically just get an extra $2,000 a month from trimming the fat off their lives, man. You'll be surprised how much you spend if you don't track everything you spend. You understand what I'm saying? I'm old school, homie. I still carry I still have the register with my checkbook. I still have the register in there, and I write down every transaction and do the math and do the subtraction. So at all times, I know exactly what I'm working with, and I know exactly what I'm spending because I track it. That's the only way to know. It's like tracking your calories. If you want to count calories, if you want to count macros, if you ain't weighing your shit, man, you ain't counting macros. You just eating lean. You understand? You eating lean and clean. But if you want to really get into tracking macros like professional bodybuilders, hey man, you got to count everything. And it's the same thing with your money. If you get into minimalist living, it's going to automatically save you some money. Period. Anywhere from $500 to $2,000, you're going to save some money if you trim the fat off how you live. You know what I'm saying? You got cats out here, man, struggling to pay car notes and shit they can't even afford, man. Downsize. Well, I can't let it go back. What you going to do? Go broke trying to keep a car? Nigga, you crazy. Because this is the thing. You're going to go broke trying to fill a car, go broke trying to keep a car, and then you mess around and hit a rough spot, they're going to take the car anyway. This is the thing, man. When you realize you bitten off more than you can chew, you got to stop fucking eating. You got to spit it back out. In any facet of your life, if you realize you've bitten off more than you can chew, you got to stop eating at that time. Right at that time. There is no need to keep choking and spitting up like a damn baby when you know you've eaten too much. You got to pull back. AM1 is in the building. What up with you, homie? Yeah, that's it, man. Shred and be flexible, then build mass. And that's how I go about it, man. Like I'm old school with my training, man. I believe in bringing you down, then building you up. I still believe in breaking you down, then building you up. Let's get you lean is a whole lot easier. And, in my estimation, it's a whole lot easier to build muscle when you start from a lean point where you can go into a calorie surplus. I don't worry about building muscle if I can't put you in a calorie surplus. I ain't got time for that. Hey man, it works if you really want to go slow, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Most people don't want to lose 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week. You know what I'm saying? People want to see that scale move, man. They want to lose 3 pounds a week, 4 pounds a week. They want to do that. Most people don't care about being like a bodybuilder. They just want to be lean, man. Motherfucker don't care about maintaining every ounce of muscle, man. People really don't care about that, man. Juju Banks, hey, that's a good drop right there, man. 80 pounds, homicide 340. Now 260. That's a hell of a drop there, man. John Nitro went from 290 to 214. Hell of a drop, homie. Hell of a drop. That's top notch, man. Freelance say he don't feel so old. He still got his check register. Hey, man, I got to keep up with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got to know what it is. Never know, man. Somebody might hit you up. If you don't know what's in there, man, you don't know if you've been hit up or not. More your sauce. Clothes fit good when you fit. That's real, man. Let me tell you something. When you fit, you can pretty much wear anything. Literally. Look, man, let me tell you something. Man, I done went somewhere, man, and shut the place down. Dead ass lean. 210, dead lean. Man, I had a shirt from Walmart, man, with Cheech and Chong smoking weed on a bear on it. Literally, it was a tie-dye Cheech and Chong shirt, man. And that, man, listen, when I stepped out with it, man, I had the flyest pair of shocks you ever seen, man. I was clean, but I had on a Cheech and Chong Walmart shirt, man. And boy, let me tell you something. Man, if I tell you how many times, how many hands was all over me, man, touching all on me, man, acting like they were trying to read the shirt, man, and all that, man. And, they want to, instead of, you know how you grab a shirt at the bottom and stretch it so you can see the words? Instead of doing that, they were running their hands all the way down the whole front of my body, man, to try to smooth the shirt out, man. Man, if I tell you, man, the hate I saw in some of them dudes' eyes in that, man, was crazy, man. It was pure hate. And I'm talking about dudes that wasn't with the chicks. Just dudes standing off. I was like, man, damn. Boy, I should have bought a knife so I can cut the tension, man. But you know how it is, man. You lean, man, you can pretty much weigh in the damn thing, man. Except for skinny jeans, man. Don't wear no skinny jeans, man. Don't do that. So really, man, I'm to the point now, man, where I really just do meal plans now, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to training, I train older people, man, who actually want to feel better and be stronger and be more functional. You know what I'm saying? I believe in functional training, man. Truly, I believe. So some movements, man, I don't even do. You know what I'm saying? Some movements I don't do. I gotta. Yeah, that ain't too bad, Esso Stoic. That ain't too bad a drop right there, man. Cause this is the thing you gotta understand, man. If you gain some weight, man, you start eating clean, man, you're gonna drop by 10 pounds quick. You're gonna drop by 10 pounds the first week. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I've seen people pull off 30 pounds the first month. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about not even in a real caloric deficit, but if you've been overeat, if you've been eating enough to gain weight and haven't been doing much exercise at all, once you start training, man, with any type of real volume and change your diet, man, you'll be surprised how much weight you're gonna lose initially, man. Your body gonna go pretty much go crazy, man. Just start knocking weight out. It'd be like, hold up, what the hell going on, man? Your body gonna end up, like leeching off itself, man, to take care of your bodily processes, your bodily functions. Stun Low say I'm 5'6", wish I could hit 160. That shouldn't be too hard, man. Yeah, intermittent fasting works, man. Intermittent fasting works. What I do, man, is I don't intermittent fast every day. I intermittent fast on my non-training days. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think you have to stick to any particular. As long as you're in a caloric deficit, if you cutting, man, all that extra stuff, man, I ain't really trying to get into all that extra stuff, man. Because if you're in a caloric deficit and you master macro counting, if you master estimating your macros, man, and you're in a caloric deficit, you are gonna get lean. There's nothing anybody can tell you, because weight loss is really calories in, calories out. Building muscle, maintaining that muscle while you're losing weight, losing more muscle than fat, that's where diet comes into play. Exercise volume, you know what I'm saying? That's where those things come into play. But if you're in a caloric deficit, you are gonna lose weight. Your body's gonna burn more than it takes in. That's just the bottom line. So I use these things when they're beneficial. On my non-training days, when I know my carbs are gonna be low as shit, because on my non-training days, I don't even eat carbs for real, man. I eat vegetables, like, I eat salad all day. On my non-training days, I eat salad. That's my only carb all day long. I eat salad. That's it. Every meal, salad. Every meal, salad. Because on my training days, shit, I carb up. I carb up on my training days, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't go haywire eating that crazy like no pie cookies and nothing like that, man. But I carb up pretty good. I eat a whole lot of beans and rice and all of that, man. So, it's a crazy thing, man. And the thing is, this is what works for me. The crazy thing about this, man, is what works for me may not work for you at all. You know what I'm saying? It might not work for you at all. Black Phillip, 6'6", 300, man. Black Phillip, a beast, man. 6'6", 300. But let me tell you something. If I had the opportunity, man, to sculpt a physique, man, that started from 6'6", 300, I'd build a masterpiece, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Now, Black Phillip, that's an example of somebody that I would cut real slow. Pound and a half, 2 pounds a week. Because whatever muscle, man, we want to keep as much of it as possible, man. I created, man, that boy, the WWE will be calling that boy, man, 6'6", 300. I promise you the WWE will be calling him. If they don't want him to do nothing but walk around and interact with the fan, they'll pay him not to even wrestle, probably. So, T Will, 6'6", 340, man, that ain't bad, man. That ain't bad. I know you probably could. I mean, I know you probably could lean out a little bit, but that ain't really a bad weight, man. 6'3", 240. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could. You know, let me tell you the truth of the matter, man. And this is the reality of it. And I researched this multiple times. The average weight of adults outside the United States is 136 pounds. The average weight of adults outside, not women, not men, adults, is 136 pounds. So we kind of live in a society, man, that tells us, man, that you got to be. But now that means what that tells you is that women are really small in other places. It doesn't mean the men are midgets. It just means the women are really small. You know, man, it's not really low, man, because we're all supposed to be able to see our abs. You understand? We're all supposed to be able to see our abs. And that's just the bottom line, man. Like, that's normal. We're all supposed to be able to see our abs. But when you think about how, let's say the average woman is 100 pounds. The average man is 175 pounds. You know what I'm saying? That average will drop low as shit, man, with that woman being 100 pounds. So who knows what combination of weights they put there. The average weight for women, who knows how low it was. Could have been 100 pounds. And, you know, the average weight for men, 175. I know some cats 175, man, that's blocked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? My homie Chris Jones did a show. The little show he did, man, he was like 165 when he went in. He might have been a little bit heavier than that. Might be a little bit lighter than that, rather. This is the thing, man. If you want to build muscle or build fat, one or the other, if you want to gain any weight, you got to put yourself in a calorie surplus. You got to. You got to eat more than you burn because muscle and fat both need a caloric surplus in order to grow. That's why bodybuilders do bulking and they eat more calories when they bulk, because when you're lifting heavy and you eating the way you need to eat in a caloric surplus, man, with all that extra protein, all them carbs pushed through that workout, then you're gonna get bigger. So there are processes to these things, man. So, but anyway, homie, man, we're going to go ahead and get ready to get on out of here, man. I wasn't planning on staying in here this long, but, you know, we in here, and we're going to go ahead and get ready to slide on out this thing, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. It's been real. It's been real. Big Phil, peace, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one up, man. John Storm, peace, homie. I'm probably about to go in here and knock out a salad now, man. And that's another thing, man. When I eat late at night, it's always salad. It's different, golden child, man. It depends on your age, your height. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think there's a definitive weight. You know, I say, man, I think it's maybe 189 to, yeah, maybe probably 189, somewhere around there for 6 feet. You could weigh 170, 180, man, to be big as shit. Trust me. And that's real talk, man. I say, man, listen, I say it at 37, man, if you can see your abs, then just stay where you are. If you can't see your abs, then you just need to cut down to where you can see your abs. There's the homie Chuck Spencer here, man. You know, I say, man, all of us, man, we need to cut down to where we can see our abs, man. You know what I'm saying? Because as a black man, as you get older, man, you start running into issues associated with having an extra body fat around your belly, man. So we all need to be lean. This is the homie Chuck Spencer, man. Y'all see him in the chat sometime, man.